Hello, how you doing? I'm Jay Hadwin, brand ambassador of what? My Brother's Spot. How y'all doing? Check this out. We're going to start off like this. See that above there? See that right there? Afrobiz. That's who created My Brother's Spot. I'll say it again. Afrobiz World web developers and tech team created My Brother's Spot. Go on Afrobiz World. You can list your business on Afrobiz World too. Look what it says. Discover local Black owned businesses and Black enterprise. We are trying to help. That's all we're trying to do. And provide platforms so we can excel and be seen more, because nowadays visibility is everything, family. Visibility is everything. Ask Anton Daniels and Corey Cobra. I'm not good with names. Corey Cobram. Cobram. Corey Cobram. Cobram. Blah, blah, blah. I am not good with names, family. But check this out. It's more. This is My Brother's Spot right here. It's coming up. If I could just change the green screen. Okie dokie. All right. See, this is who created My Brother's Spot. This who created, My Brother's Spot is Afrobiz. And I'm the brand ambassador of My Brother's Spot. And this is a new hybrid. It's a hybrid of Afrobiz, because My Brother's Spot is going to be helping musical artists. We'll still be, customized websites and all product services, but you could get your own subscription platform made on this. Come on, y'all could cake out here, family. Performers, like entertainers, musical artists, and all that. These brothers could create a subscription platform for you. Now, check this out right here. This is how you get in touch with My Brother's Spot. info@mybrotherspot.com. That's how you get in contact with a real business. They have a business email. And, a lot of us rely on Instagram. We rely on TikTok and all that. And it's not really professional. You have to be professional to make money. And I'm learning more and more. And people will flock towards you because they want a product or a service, a good product or service. Now, check this out, family. We are going to shout out all our clients. Well, some of them. A lot of our clients don't want to really be seen. They don't want to be known as a Black-owned business. And it's a shame, because they will get judged by whites, Asians, and their own people. So they want to stay anonymous. But that's what we're selling. This is the first time in our life, Black people, Aboriginal American Indians, Moors, whatever we want to be called. We're so divided. You could have a faceless website and no one knows your ethnicity. The time is now. The time is now. Check this out. This is one of My Brother's Spot's clients, Not a Dime Down Roofing. They're in the Atlanta area. If you need a roof, these are your people. They're professional. Kevin is awesome. He did my roof. And he's all around Atlanta, specializes in a city called Conyers. And he'll go all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Very professional, man. Very professional. Now we have another, this is too big. It's a young lady. Hold on. It's a young lady right here. Her name is Tina Knox. If anybody needs a vacation, for like a good vacation, resorts, hotels, cheaper plane flights. She has a subscription base, you know, amount you could pay each month, but you will get a discount. And I mean, a good discount. So if you're into traveling, going on Carnival cruises, or what's the other boats? I never went on a cruise. The only cruise I've been on was when I was in the Navy. But this young lady, I could get you in touch with. Just hit us up at info@mybrotherspot.com and ask about the traveling agent. Her name is Tina Knox. Thank you, Tina, for believing in My Brother Spot. So check this out, family. For our next client, and boy, I love his sauces. Check this out, man. Look at this. Look at this. To the bone. I tasted this brother barbecue, and I'm talking about the barbecue sauce is good. SauceGame.com. Again, I say it, saucegame.com. I mean, it is delicious. He has so many different products. You should go on his website. You got Mama Ruth's, dress and marinade. This is his great great grandmother that lived, I believe he told me, to 103 or 104. She created this, and he learned how to make them. I'm telling you, fire. I'm telling you, y'all, My Brother Spot has beautiful clients that makes great thing. That's to the bone again. But hold on. I want to show you. This is how his website looks. He's ex-military. He's a Navy veteran like I am. I can't show it. I'm not good at this yet, folks. You can laugh, but you can't be mean to me because I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? Hold on for a second. I want to get this client information out here so he could get his money's worth. He's only spending $10 a month, and you're going to see how we promote for $10 a month, our clients. So where is this? We have, his website is not going to show up. It's too big. It's too big. Damn. I'm sorry, Alan. Sorry about that. But yo, at least they got to see, your products. So how you doing out there? Hoorah, gray and underway. For sure, Jamal. Now check this out, family. Let me put another screen on here. Things are getting pretty hard here in America. And, as in having your own business. Brick and mortar is for the big boys. Getting a customized website is for the small business owners now. Because, I'll give you an example. I have a handyman and maid service gig, faceless, online business. I have a faceless furniture delivery gig website that creates pretty good revenue. Now, since ICE has been implemented, my businesses went down. Both of my websites went down 58%. I'm still able to pay my bills. I'm still able to pay my bills. Now you know why Jay Hadwin is so excited about My Brother Spot, because they saved my freaking life. They created my customized website for which I sell services. I don't sell any products. You guys are no different. This morning, I saw a man in a wheelchair get into an argument with someone, and I said to him, I'll like you to stand up for yourself kindly. You guys are too playful. Are you guys rich or something? Pay attention. You may learn something. So We are creating subscription platforms. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. If you could see it, I don't know how it's going to. It's a beautiful lady right here. She's a rapper. Um, I tried to get in touch with her this morning. I think her name is Divine. Yeah, Divine. And boy, she could rap. She's gorgeous and talented than most. Bars, crazy bars. Very witty. But she don't have a subscription platform. She's on IG. You know what I'm saying? She's probably on TikTok. All that, they ain't paying nothing. She could have easily 3,000 people in about a year and a half and getting $10 a month. She could easily be making 30 grand a month. I'm not lying to y'all. This young lady right here, Madam President, smart, innovative. I mean, you talk about a communicator, she makes me look like a piece of doo-doo. She could communicate her butt off. Very, very witty. She could have a subscription platform and she could be getting paid. She could have more control over her content and everything. It's her own subscription platform. Sure, it's going to cost money, but in the long run, you have control and you don't have to work as hard. So this is what I'm saying about my brother spot. My brother spot web developers and tech team could bring that dream to all these African American Black people around the world. We don't care. We're trying to help our own. We have to. That doesn't mean we hate other ethnicities. No one can help us but us. Haven't you ever heard the phrase, in rural areas, pull yourself up by your bootstraps? Well, we are here. And we have no shame about it. We don't hate other people. It's just, well, we gonna just sit here and go into poverty? We're not gonna go into poverty. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what anybody thinks. You could think you own America too. Whoever people think and they mad at people coming over here, you ain't from here too. You from Europe. About 3, 4 generations. The hell's the matter with people? Trump is 2 generation, I think. So I understand what illegals, people that ain't coming the right way, but I swear, I feel a lot of people have came in the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because I deal with that handyman, maid service, uh, furniture delivery people. They came in the right way, and they're just getting put out of here because of hatred and whatever. I don't get it. Maybe it's like we're paying out of our tax dollars. I don't know, y'all, but I swear some of the jobs that these people are doing, y'all ain't gonna want to do them, and you're not gonna even, and they're not gonna, and you're not gonna get paid well. And who's gonna do those jobs? Damn, pure hatred. All y'all want to do is hate. And then Black people, a lot of our people then learn from white people. So Black people are acting like white people, like Anton Daniels. You know what I'm saying? What party is gonna help any race of people, Democrat or Republican? They do a little different things. They say a few different things, but they feed the same machine, and that's wealthy people. Corporations run America. What's important I got a message for my peoples. The most important thing for you is to learn how to be corporate. You're not going to win shouting and protesting. It ain't going to work. Or, I mean, you could do it the physical way and start shooting up some stuff, and a lot of people get killed. Then they'll change shit a little bit because they're nervous. But if you become corporate and learn how to do it corporate, like Chinese people that come over here, Middle Eastern people that come over here, see, they learn the system and learn how to do it the right way. And then what happens is that they get left alone. You know why? Because they're paying a lot of taxes. And that's how you feed the machine to leave you alone. I didn't know this until my brother spot, web developers and some of the tech people. They have people that are financial, they have all They're legal. You know what I'm saying? Financial advisors. And now I know some things that I didn't know about, a year ago. They leave you alone when you pay taxes. When you don't pay taxes and you try to get over, they'll put you on TV and crucify you like Jesus Christ. Learn the game. You could be talented as a motherfucker. You're going to be broke when you get older or age a little bit. And if you don't know the business side, you're going to get hurt. Another thing, but you got to be careful how you play the game. Like, they wrongly killed Michael Jackson. I know they did. They killed Michael Jackson. They killed Prince. But the problem is when they killed Michael Jackson and they killed Prince, what those two both did was, played the same game that Black people or other artists get played. And, these people are mafioso and they cheat. They're going to kill you. So you gotta do it a certain way and know how to dance with the system, because the system really don't like anybody but wealthy people. It's a club. And it's colorblind, believe it or not. I mean, you got some racist people in there, but if you're making money, they're like, because they trying to dialogue with you and figure out your business model and see if they could capitalize. I mean, off just like gold digger females. You could be ugly as a mug. I could be a wealthy man right now. I got gap teeth, all that teeth all out of whack, and I don't even have to fix it. And there'll be young women trying to get with my old ass, knowing that they ain't really interested. It's just the money. We have to get out of these fantasies. We have to look at stuff realistic. You could be holistic. You could be the empress of all empress. You could be the god of all gods, living, off the grid, this, that. Eventually it's going to catch up with you. You have to learn the game, my peoples. If you don't learn the game, move to another country where they're lighter on the way they govern stuff and the way they police stuff. You could live off the land and you could live like a native. But here in capitalist society, America, you're going to have some issues. This doesn't mean that we punks, we marks, we busters. It just means that we're getting smarter. Sometime when someone has a bigger gun or a bigger crew, you gotta retreat a little bit. You gotta think out another plan, and China's doing it right now. You know what? I'm thinking about leaving the country. You know what I'm saying? Rich, I'm really thinking about it. But in order to leave successfully, you have to have this tool called money. Unfortunately, Southeast Asia is going to be the new United States, like freedom, so-called freedom. No one's ever fully free. If you think that, you're tripping. Those are going to be the place where people are going to have a nicer life. You said I've never traveled, or have I traveled? If you said you've never traveled, I'm a veteran. I'm an ex-Navy person. Richard, what the fuck is the matter with you? I've been all over the world. I was on a destroyer. You negative. Y'all some negative people. You, Rich, I could tell you don't like your life. You know what I'm saying? But whatever I said that made you upset, everybody out here in YouTube land. You see this right here? Richard Murray Head, Muirhead. What the hell kind of name is that? You know what I'm saying? Sound like a Tinkerbell. But anyway, you see how people get emotional and just say the most stupid thing? I'm a veteran. I'm an honorable discharge veteran. I did my job and well as a bosun mate. And then I tested out the SH. I did my job well. I was never late on Reveille. Never. Get out of here, man. Most of your veterans, anyway, like my Master Chief and all that, they in Thailand and in Vietnam. They run that a long time ago before Passport Bros. They they they've been asking me. The few of my shipmates been asking, "Hey man, come out here. Don't get married. Shoot, we all got hurt. All of us have fire drills, all that. People get hurt on them ships. You know what I'm saying? Your back goes out, all that. You're doing watches, the engines are constantly roaring and you get tendonitis in the ear. That brings headaches to you. This is not, people earn their money. So you go to another country and you relax a little. And then you create an online business. Anywhere there's a website, you can make money. You got to think, Americans, this is why everyone call us stupid. You see the shit right here? You see that type of stuff? Just being emotional, just because he don't like what I'm saying, he gonna try to belittle me. That's high school. Like America is so high school. You go out the country, family, people are more genuine. Yes, people beg for money. The poor beg for money. But the people that have a solid lifestyle that are native to those places, man, they're so genuine and it feels good. I've been thrown off a little, like I always do, because I know it's going to be some trolls up in this MFing house. It's going to be some trolls. But yeah, family, I want to ask you something. And I will always be American. I'll be proud to be America, but I'll be damned if I live in a cesspool of crazy people. Shit, you lucky. I usually see middle school behavior. Anthony, for sure, for sure. I hear you. Man, I hope that's not a little kid because if it's someone under 18, get off this YouTube channel. Please. Anyways, man, how do y'all feel about I gotta do it again, man. I gotta do it. I really want to know how. Hold on, my screen is gonna blank a little, family, but I just want to know how you feel about this man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not calling him any bad words, bad name, but I mean, I want to know how people feel about him. I'm almost there. I take a lot of screenshot pictures, family. So hold on. How do you feel about this man, family? Do you think he's doing a good job or a bad job? I just want you to know. Excuse me, I just want to know. How do you feel about how do you feel about Donald Trump? Is he doing a good job or is he doing a bad job? What do you guys think? You 40? Oh, okay, Anthony. Okay. Yeah, I feel you, man. I mean, that's a good age, man. You at that golden age, man. If you keep working hard, Anthony, you're gonna have a lot of freedom when it comes to around your 50s. If wow. Ooh, Patricia said, damn, Donald's a monster. Why do you think he's a monster, Patricia? You know, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, even though I'm a veteran, I don't like any president. I don't like politicians. I really think that corporations run America. So I don't care what you guys think, but wow, he's a monster. I feel you, Patricia. I feel you. A lot of Trump support on YouTube. It's on YouTube. Yeah, Anton Daniels loved Trump. You know, no empathy or humanity. Patricia, I'm glad you said that. Most wealthy people think like this man up here. A lot of people don't know that. It's all about money. It's no emotion, no empathy, no or humanity. They're not about that. They're about their bottom line. They're capitalistic. And this is what paid for. Richard, I feel you. This is what I'm trying to show America. If you want to stay in America and not be poor in about 5 years, Black people, learn how to sell things online, because it's going to be a lot of gig work, like the Uber shit. I have a furniture delivery furniture delivery website that my brother Spot built. It's going to be a lot of that. So if you have an online business, or if you're an entertainer, Hollywood's done. If you're an entertainer, get you a subscription platform and let the people know it's not too late. He's online, he's popular, but not in real life. Interesting. I never thought about it like that, Richard. He's popular online. Donald Trump is popular online. That's interesting. It's interesting to see. I would love to see the real count, like without emotions, just to see how many people favor how he treats other people from other countries, when I think Donald Trump is second generation American. It's people from Europe. And he's acting like this is crazy. And then the white people, they're like 4, 5 generations away. And then there are people, Elon's bots. And then there are people, like white people, have been told, and then Black people believe that we're majority of us from Africa. When I went in the Navy, and being a boatswain mate and studied boats, at the Everett Washington, base library and all that, it's no way they could bring all them Africans over here. It's no way. But a lot of our Black people that know that, they going about it the wrong way. Especially when they shit on Africans and all that. Like, most Aboriginal American Indians never been to Africa. I've been to Ghana. It's like the same stuff, family. You got good and bad. You got ninjas in Africa. You got the bougie Africans that look down upon the regular Africans. And then you got just the kindest people on earth. I could see why, Europeans come in and just take their stuff. They are nice. They're nicer than Black Americans. Those are the Africans you don't meet. If you see IShowSpeed, like he's going through Africa, you'll see the nicest people. Those are nice people. It's just Aboriginal American Indians are right. We are from here, but they are dividing people. Why are you going to divide Black people when we're not the majority in America? You have to build alliance with certain people in order to make the machine stronger. If you don't have money, you can't defend yourself. This guy has a lot of felonies, right? Right? Donald Trump is a billionaire. He could defend himself. Donald Trump ain't ever going to prison. If he does, I'll be shocked. Puffy almost didn't go to prison. You know why? And you know why he's getting out real fast? Is because he has money. If you have this tool, money is a tool. No, it's not really real. It's a very interesting tool. But what it could do for you is provide you time, and provide you freedom, and provide you flesh experiences. Yeah. Trump is second only to Jesus. See, you have a person, you see, I don't even get mad. Like they say, fake felonies. I don't even get mad because presidents to me don't even run the country. Corporations do. These people are smart, family, and then they have us bickering. Did you see that Black man save that white supremacist today, those 2 Black men? See, hate makes these wealthy people stronger. Just because he look like you don't mean he's for you. See, we get that as Black people when pastors are talking about that God need money and you got to pay these tithes so you won't go to hell. We got them too. Y'all got to stop that shit. Stop, man. Y'all got to travel. Americans are some of the most ignorant people because they don't travel. And when you travel, that's more educational than a goddamn book or the news, especially. I know y'all be watching news. All right. What are your thoughts on who the hell is Gaby Horn? Okay. Online ethnic groups are not your actual real community. These online ethnic groups are just battling over followers. You're not lying about that. You have some truth to that, Anthony. Some truth to that. We're not like that, and we're going to have to prove it because there's so many scams in the Black community. But it's scammers in all communities. You know the difference? They don't talk about their scammers. They block them. Everyone knows who they are and they block them. We have to be more organized in blocking our Dr. Umars, our pastors, all that. But good point, man. You're right. Traveling costs money, though. Well, save your money. Don't have kids early. It's easy. And go and visit other countries. No excuses. We still have the wealthiest currency on the planet. We just don't know how to spend, especially Black people. We make everyone wealthy. Insecurity is expensive. Trump. Richard Mirror Trump. Hey, I mean, if you love Trump, Richard, that's beautiful. You know, we all learn, including me. We all learn, including me. It's things that I said today to my neighbor, to my cousin on the phone, my clients that get with my brother's spot, you know, yo, man, you know, some of the things I'm saying may not come true. None of us are perfect. All of us take a dump, you know, every day, maybe every 2 days, once every 4 days. If you are taking a dump once every 4 days, you better go to the doctor or, you know, eat more fruits and vegetables because you're going to get cancer. You got the USD is super weak right now. Yeah, but it's still stronger than other currencies. That's how strong the American dollar is. You know what I'm saying? Imagine all these countries, you know, China, Brazil, Russia, all these countries in the BRIC trying to make one currency that could rival, and I'm saying just rival America. But yeah, our currency is getting weak. But a lot of, like my man was saying earlier, a lot of these influencers say this stuff so they could get new followers and they could get more people, you know, retention, because that's how YouTube is built, on retention. You know, so the longer they could keep your attention, then they get paid more. You feel what I'm saying? So my brother's spot doesn't run that way. This is my YouTube channel, but this is not my main source of income. So I could sit on here and I could be open and honest of how I feel, if I'm right or wrong, if I'm right or wrong. I'm not trying to sway y'all. I don't care how y'all feel about how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I just want America to be safe. I got little cousins out there. I don't have kids. I'm 52 and a half. I don't have kids. So, you know, I just want my cousins to be okay when they get older. You know what I'm saying? Because I love my family just like everybody else have family members they love too. I hate some of my family members too. They rotten to the core and we can't pick them like we pick our friends. I hate them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Oh, daily dumps, Richard. Good job, man. Good job, Richard. For sure. Yeah, man. Check this out. My YouTube channel is just to let people know that Black people could love themselves and not really be trying to harm other ethnicities of people or even hate them. I don't hate white people as much as y'all did to us in back in the days and nowadays. You know what I'm saying? It's still happening. And now you're doing it to all these other ethnicities. And Trump is really making you feel good about it. Humans are humans. You know, I'm an Aboriginal American Indian, Choctaw. We don't believe in owning land. That's why we got taken over. And then whites came over here and they claimed this shit. They said the Native Americans look like Asians that were dark hue. No, those were the mulattoes. Go and look at Pocahontas. Go on TikTok and look at Pocahontas' father. Say Pocahontas' father on YouTube, and you're gonna see someone with more. His hair is more coarse than mine, more coarse than mine, and that was her father. How you think? How you think Pocahontas looked? But if you see the depiction in on Disney and all that, this is how they get you. You know what I'm saying? Even in the Bible, it said Jesus' feet was like burnt brass or bronze. That's our color. That's copper tone. But they always have Jesus as a Caucasian. You see what I'm saying? Man could do anything he wants, especially when it comes in a book. Be careful what you believe. Be careful believing something like, yo, man, if you don't believe in Jesus Christ, you'll go to hell, right? But check this out. We got a sun that's hot. It's the hottest thing on our planet. It's hot. And it has light on the edge of it. The light is just kicking it there. The flames are kicking up. And that light don't even get burnt. When we leave our bodies, we have souls. Soul is light. So if you take it down to hell without our brain stays here. Our bodies stay here. Our nerves stay here. You're going to feel a flame? See what fear, and when you read certain things, it messes up your common sense. That's why they put stuff in books. That's why I don't read everything. Because when you're spelling, you could put a spell on your subconscious. You could be saying, man, that don't sound true. But then when they say Jesus, or they say, you know, Allah, or this, that, religion, you're going to follow. It's going to guide you there. You're just going to do it. Man, these people are smart. They put fear in you so you can make a bad decision. All right, let me see. You're ignorant. Why am I ignorant? How am I ignorant? I got my own mind. You sound like a high schooler. Just because I don't think like you, I'm ignorant. The US dollar can buy. Oh, you're talking about someone else. My apologies. That's your name. Okay, you're ignorant. But don't say he's ignorant. The US dollar can buy so much in other countries. But let me tell you something. Some people don't travel. You just can't say that he's ignorant. I don't know why America, we so disrespectful. Damn. Like just in daily dumps. Okay. Now let's see. It's deflection from past pain being passed on to the immigrants, but also a lot of other races have bad opinion about blacks as a whole. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Look, I really think it's like this, y'all. Everybody talk about everybody. Like the East Indians have a structure where they have the black dots, the red dots, and orange dots, and it's like the lowest dots. Like I think it's the black dots. I guess they're the untouchable or something like that. They're the darkest ones. You know, that's a prejudice in their own kind. Black people have prejudice in their own kind against light skin and dark skin. It's not as bad as it used to be, but it is, you know, it's a jealousy factor. I mean, it's so bad that people like Serena and Candace Owens want a lighter kid. I grew up with this. I'm from LA. I grew up like it's dark skinned people dying to get with a light skinned person. And I've been to Brazil, man, they be dying to get lighter. You know, you got baseball players bleaching their skin. This is a mindset that is sick and implemented in people in their subconscious. It wasn't told to him to be like it's like red, and then it's images. In Hollywood, you constantly seeing the white woman, white woman, white woman. So it's a whole like when all women look good. A fine woman is a fine woman. You know what I'm saying? But they trying to make your subconscious like it's the best. It's all about what we see and what we read. Fundamentalist is dangerous. Hmm. Yeah, you're right, Amp. Amp Tunes. Serena changed her skin color. You know, a lot of people say she didn't, but I'm gonna bust y'all brain open. When I was younger, like I'm from Long Beach and Corson. I stayed in Stevenson Village, right by Compton. And my dad wanted my footwork to get better in basketball. So he knew Serena and Venus' father. And I remember I gave the father hell. I did not want to be out there with the tennis racket and hitting it, but it made my footwork better. But I used to see them. I used to see them as little kids. I'm 52. And they were dark as hell. And Venus had a Jerry curl, and Serena had the braids. The little French braids. It was cute. And I can remember like some gangbangers over at Victoria Park, like, oh, cuz them little girls ugly, they ducks. And cats laughing. I'm smelling sherm in the air. I'm a real LA dude. I didn't see, yo, man, it's a reason why these dark skinned, individuals act the way they act. They get shitted on. They be called, I remember they used to call them ducks. Like, oh, look at that duck ass bitch. And then when no one's looking, they doing it to them. But they won't be seen around them. Because those dark girls are beautiful, man. And they got some bodies on them. They got that one skin tone. That shit look good. And when a lot of men experience it, they can't get off of them. Real talk. And they age really well. Now, Serena, she has features like her father. It's a little different, but she still, especially she had body, when she got of age. Serena had a body, and Venus did too. They're nice looking females. They had nice physiques. Maybe not the nicest faces, but the skin color, the bodies, banging. That's sad. Let me see. Serena changed her skin. Yes, she did. Shoot, I got cousins that have bleach cream. You know what I'm saying? They're bleaching their skin and all that. Yeah, man. It happens. Why do you have that pitch? Oh, because earlier I was talking about, do you think Donald Trump is doing a good job or a bad job? That's why I just haven't switched up the picture. Does it irritate you, Queen? I know a lot of people don't. I think you're a sister. Yeah. A lot of people, they can't digest Donald. What I believe, Maria, I really don't believe presidents run the country. I think corporations do. So I don't really trip out when I see this man. I think he's a robot, just like Obama was a robot. We wasting our time with politicians. We should learn how to live, not really, this is your page. Are you trying to change me, Marie? If you are, I'm not going to change. This is what I'm going to do. I don't like Donald Trump. I don't even like Obama. You know why? Because they're not for the average everyday people. They all get wealthy afterwards, and they give, the corporation tax breaks while we get poor. I don't, yeah, no, hon. I'm saying that you can put anything up on your page that you want to. It's none of our bit. I'm sorry, Marie. Goddamn. I'm sorry. I thought you was like trying to tell me what to do. My apologies, family. See how I reacted? None of us are perfect. I messed up. I disrespected Marie. Why can't we all be accountable? It don't hurt. It actually going to improve me. I'm going to read slower. Donald can't digest poppy pen. Meaningless waste of time. Oh no, it's all good. Yeah, I'm sorry, Marie. I really apologize. I'm sorry. Hopefully you had a good New Year's, because man, what are we in, the 19th day of January? And boy, has it been a woozy. Like America going through some crazy shit. Like I was telling my man, I'm thinking about leaving America if I can. Trying to get my money together. Rent out my house and then, shoot, go somewhere in Southeast Asia, man, for peace and better food quality. The food here is jacked up. If we keep eating it, we're gonna have to eat, we're gonna have to supplement a lot in order not to get cancer, diabetes, all that. It's just America has convenience. I haven't been to China yet, but I heard China convenience is better than ours now. But all the other Southeast Asia countries, they're not as convenient as America. They just cost less. Like, I went to a country I'm not going to say because I don't want a lot of stupid Americans going there because they're going to be looking at this video later. But yo, man, like I had a ball rolling a moped around with other people that were on mopeds. I had a ball eating food that didn't make me tired and I get the itis afterwards. I had a ball being out 3 a.m. and no one is trying to bother me or bother women that's going and they're drunk and they're going to their apartments. Man, I'm talking about that is a paradise. But you got to have money. The food here is changing our moods. I believe that. You got a house, grow a garden. Yeah, already doing that. I feel you. I appreciate you. But I'm not good at it. My watermelons were whack. I think I had one about just that big, man. I was embarrassed, man. And it was so bitter and nasty. Ugh. So I go to a place called Atlanta Harvest, and they grow a lot of their stuff. Sounds like Thailand. Yeah, it's close to Thailand, but I've been to Thailand before. Yeah. But Thailand, see, the thing is with me, Thailand is like what irritates me now because I'm a 52-year-old man is a lot of females, oh, you want this, you want that, they're in your face. I'm not on that phase anymore. I just want a place where people treat you like a human being and not trip off you like in Japan when they see a black person. Oh, oh. That's what they do. That's what they do. I don't like that because I'm the first human being genetically that was on this earth. I should be looking at y'all like that. Oh. No one on this planet, no animal on this planet has this growing out their body. I'm a human. We are the alpha and omega. We are humans. And a lot of people that talk stuff and say we look like apes and, we were monkeys. Monkeys don't have big lips, y'all. Their lips are thin. You have dark monkeys, but most of them are pale under their fur. Don't let me get deep with y'all. We are humans. Okay, we have to eat wiser. Yes, we do, Willie. We have to eat wiser. Yeah, cook for self. Yeah, fast once a week. Oh, man, you hit it. Yo, man, only once a day. And I start eating at 11 a.m. and then I stop eating at 6 p.m. So I kind of intermediate fast. But yo, man, if you could fast for like a day or two, you the shit. You are the shit, Willie. That's hard to do, man, because I probably got all kind of parasites in my body, so I'll be fiending shit. You know what I'm saying? Like 11 a.m., I'll be like this. I'm eating anything just because it hurts and my head hurts sometimes. America is a foul place when it comes to that. They know how to make you fiend. That's all the fentanyl users out there that's acting like a person in a Michael Jackson Thriller video. Yo, man, don't think the government don't let that stuff come in here, man. Yo, man, they making bread off that shit. They catch a few people, blow them up in boats. Man, these people be playing like games. Yeah, I hydrate. I drink a lot, man. but I still be getting those mild headaches, man, because, you know, I know that I have parasites so in my body. We all do. So pretty soon, one weekend, I'm just gonna juice dandelion leaves and put as much mint in there as possible because dandelion leaves are bitter. And that be killing off, and ginger mixing it, that be killing off a lot of parasites, man. And then I take like walnut, I forget what they call it, walnut, some black walnut, and yeah, the supplement with it, and that kills the parasites in you. And I do that once a year, and I do feel better for about like 8 months out of the 12 months. I've been doing that for 4 years now, and it really, and I made it up. That's just how my body works. You know what I'm saying? That's just how my body works. All our bodies are different. Like, I got my blood tested. I have to eat meat. If I don't eat meat, I get sick. I could look good, all that. I could eat fruits and vegetables, fruits and lose weight, all that. I just, I still be anemic. Now, as healers out there say, no, I get you right. Whoopty, whoopty, whoop, this, that, this, that. You know, everyone body is different. Everyone body is different. My blood type is a different blood type. But thank you, Evita, Loca, Evita Loca. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Boy, I love Colombia. Jesus, when I went out there, man, Colombian food, Panama food is good too. Trump sucks, bro. I respect what you said. Trump sucks. You know, it's people in here that think Trump, you know, is good. You know, they were in here. You know, I respect. I tell you, Raymond, um, I don't think presidents run America. I think corporations run it. So I don't even like Obama. He ain't done nothing for the real people. Biden didn't do nothing for the real average people like us. And definitely Trump ain't doing it. It looks like he's trying to do something. So check this out. At the end of Trump, like 2 years afterwards, if things kind of get nice, then that's how you can indicate he was striking deals with the corporation to make it, you know, make himself look good. I mean, Clinton kind of did it. It's only been 1 year, sir. Yeah. I feel you, sweet James. I don't like saying that. Sweet. I don't know, man. But yeah, it is only been a year. Uno años. Uno años. All right, trying to do something is different. He didn't do anything the last time. You know, Raymond, a lot of presidents don't do anything. I mean, Obama, the only thing he did good was give gay people rights to be homeowners. That's just about it. I don't do nothing for me and you. But one thing Obama did do was make presidency look better. Like he had an etiquette to him. Trump is a mafia dude. Trump gangster. So he gonna say gangster things while the corporations make money. Trump is became a billionaire since he been in here, man. I think they giving him a little bit of that oil money and like, here, thank you for, putting the key in the word people ignition so we could get this. No problem. I don't like any of them. I don't like any of them neither because it's fool's gold, man. It's a game and it divides people and they know it. People gonna be, pro Democrat, people gonna be pro Republican. And they want us broken up because if we're not broken up, we could kind of strike a deal with these wealthy people and make things more pristine here. And we just don't understand that. We just want to fight and argue and be right when none of us really know 100% of the truth, what's the fuck's going on. And if you get an influencer that says, oh yeah, this is this thing here, man, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm confused as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? My nails have never been this short ever. I'll be biting my nails thinking like, what the fuck's going on? This shit is crazy. The little time that I look on the news, it's crazy. And the news is, Donald says it's fake. It's been fake. Um, we the people lost, bro. This country owns us and we paid for it. Owes us. Owns us. Elaborate. The country owns us. Well, I guess if you look up citizen, it is broken down as slave. Yeah, it's like a citizen is somewhat a slave. So I think I know what you're talking about. Word wise, that's the way they characterize a citizen. That's why certain blacks that are here and certain whites that are here, I want to be sovereign, or the brothers be like, oh man, we sovereign. We're trying to get our sovereignty because that's more free. Okay, of course, that's what they is written as free. Of course, divided we fail because of our own bigotry. We fell right in the government trap. Yeah, we all had a white moment where we thought that if we are cool with white people, they'll give us benefit. When I was younger, I kind of kissed some butt. Anton Daniels. It didn't last long. It was under a year, but I did, and I didn't like the way it felt. None of us are perfect. Now Asians are saying like, I'm sick of kissing white people, but like even Asians are saying it. So like, if I was white and Donald Trump was doing what he's doing, I'd be like this, like, oh God, because the popularity is going down everywhere. Like a lot of people I be calling back to Southeast Asia with my Master Chief on my ship. We like this. White people ain't as popular overseas no more, man. Hey, Raymond, I'm keeping it 100. Y'all not, like Trump is really hurting y'all like uh image. We gonna see what he does. If he saves the country, that'll be dope. I may have to look into my theory as in corporations running America, because the corporation definitely wouldn't do that. Corporation don't care about nothing, no country. They care only about their bottom line. This is Black Ops 2 right now. I don't know what the hell you talking about, Samuel. Excuse me, Samuel, my bad. I don't know what you talking about. Yeah, but Orange Lives Matter. Oh, you trying to bag on Donald Trump? Wow. Hey, man. I try to be as fair as possible. I'm human. I shit on people sometime. I got a temper too. I'm trying to work on that. I'm trying to be better. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I could be, once I get my own subscription platform, when I have enough money to pay for it on my brother spot, maybe I could be my own online president for people to make them feel better about themselves. Everyone, I recommend, it's 53 of you in here. I really appreciate you being on my brother spot live with Jay Hadwin, but I want you to say I love you to yourself. Look in the mirror and say I love you. You know what I'm saying? Because that goes into your subconscious. And if you feel good about yourself, you won't harm other people. I had to learn that through my therapist. It really works. If you love yourself, you will not harm other people down the line. People that harm other people don't really like themselves, because we're human beings. If you don't like yourself, you're not going to like other human beings. And you're going to find a reason not to like them, even if they're your own color. How you doing, Phillips? How you doing? Yeah, man. sometime family, I wish I was an attractive woman because if I was, I'd probably have about $30 right now in super chats sitting up here like this. Pam! Big old dun-dun-dun-duns. People be, man, it's hard being a man. We got to protect. We have to take ish from women, especially if you ain't got no money. Female's gonna be like, I don't want that dusty MF. You know what I'm saying? And then they all on Instagram and all the social media twerking and showing body parts and playing with your mind, and you giving them attention. Yeah, they teasing and this is the thing, man. That's why in LA we used to call them tricks because they always playing games. I remember OGs when I grew up in LA, female come around, say, hey, such and such, hey, Delvin, what's up? Trick, shut up. That's the neighborhoods I was raised in. I was raised in a Crip neighborhood. I had seen some stuff, even though I was in a lower middle class community. Both my parents did well, but man, when I hit high school, my pops moved me and moms out the hood, moved right to Torrance. I hated Torrance too. I hated Torrance. I hated Torrance, California. Ugh, hate being around there. It was a better environment, but I was used to Carson and Long Beach. That's my stomach ground. That's where all my homies was. That was my comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? That's where I got my first Jerry curl. Jerry curls used to be real popular, and I wear my baseball cap, my LA Dodger or my Raider cap. I was sweet. I was dope. It's good memories and it's bad memories. Before I got in the Navy, I seen 2 people get shot. Like literally bullets hit and purple blood go on the ground. Or real bright blood. Raiders, we suck, man. Don't we? We suck, man. Like this season, man, I hope next season is a better outcome, man. Like, God, I don't support any president because I really think corporations run America. I'm not getting into all that. I mean, really tell you the truth, Republicans and Democrats, all you might as well be a blood or a Crip. If you in the religion, you might as well be a blood or a Crip. I'm a spiritual human being that tries to treat people the way I want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? That's why they give us these names. You're black, you're Latino, you're white. That's a division. If we stay divided, then my brother Spock gonna keep having to only cater to black people because everybody else does it. The Koreans got their system, the Middle Easterns got their system, and these are systems that's working. Oh my gosh. I mean, boy, does the Middle East, the Pakistanians and the East Indians, boy, they got the gas stations locked down. Yeah, human, and that's all that counts. But a lot of people not ready to break up their systems. A lot of people aren't ready to break up their systems, Philip. You know what I'm saying? They could say all they want to say. Oh, it's a human race, kumbaya. But the minute a benefit come your way, snatch, and then you look the other way, and then Latinos and blacks and other people are suffering, and then you say, gosh, I'm sorry. That's not true unity. Unity has to be like, hey, we all got to change this shit. You know what I'm saying? And be unafraid and be vulnerable. But most human beings ain't going to be that, especially in America, especially. And maybe it is the food. Maybe it's the stuff that they spray every goddamn day, them chemtrails, and it just comes down and it interacts with us. America, that's why they're still ruling the oceans, the trade ways and all that, because China is a trade economy. And I was in the Navy, so I know when we blockade them, it hinders them from making money. And that's what Donald Trump is doing now. That's why he won Greenland, all that, you know. So what I'm trying to say is that, you know, yo, we're in a country now to where the military, that's where they put most of the money. We got some nasty shit that people ain't even seen. They ain't even talking about that nasty stuff. When I was under the destroyer, we had nasty stuff. We had lasers then. That was 96, 97. They put a laser on the side of our destroyer. The destroyer was old. And then we had the little machine gun, you know, the 9 cal, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Letting off. And testing the lasers then. Imagine what they got now. Like, so the American dollar may have another lifespan for about 50 to 100 years. Because, I mean, we got some nasty stuff in China and Russia, all of them all together. They still won't win. But what will happen is that we don't build ships as fast and submarines as fast as China. But that's the cons for us. So we will be weaker. But the Chinese had that one baby rule for a long time. They will have to start getting foreign people to come in there and becoming soldiers. So that's why World War III, this is my theory, and this is what my Master Chief was telling me. Thank you, Clyde. And he was saying that's why we're not having World War III, because each country don't really want to cancel out and deal with those cons. It just costs too much. It has nothing to do with feelings. Old school runs America. I don't know. I guess. I don't know, brother. Is Trump the dumbest POTUS in your lifetime so far? This man right here, I don't really pay attention to. Obama, I really didn't pay attention to. I just don't pay attention to presidents. I'm going to keep telling y'all this. It's corporations that run America. That's my theory. I could be wrong. God bless this and all the fighter in actions that won't stop. F all that what you have his picture big as fuck in the background, because I want to know if people disagree or agree with what he's doing. You know, why does that hurt people's feelings? I don't love him. I don't love Obama neither. This is why I did it. I'm trying to put this in you guys' subconscious. Presidents don't run America. Corporations do. These people aren't dumb. They're people that's in the background. They're not a target. So you can't study them. You don't know what the hell. You don't know how to hit them. Come on, y'all. Think. America. Let's go. Think. Look into things. China tech is way too. Yeah, it's very advanced. I want to go there and check it out myself. So I can't really just say how advanced. But because I got to touch it. I got to see it. I got to smell it. That's why traveling is so important. And people that don't travel, that's why they say ignorant stuff sometimes, because the news could tell you anything. You got to go there, smell it. That's what the Navy taught me. The Navy was it was the best experience I ever had in my life. It was so educational because I got to travel and actually see. And then my father writing me letters, my mom writing me letters saying they saying this on the news, and it was totally opposite of what was happening. Some of it we have to agree with. We've been asking for half of it. I don't know. I don't get that. Hey, this is a commercial break. If I was a beautiful woman and I had big breasts and I look really nice, I would probably have $30 in super chats or super thanks. Why can't I get no love? Why can't no one donate to a brother that's dropping gems or his perspective? Why can't y'all hate me? Come on, we need funding. Everything needs currency. You know, we have 48 people in here. 48 people gave $1, man. God damn, you help this machine called My Brother Spot. You help me for my time. Come on, y'all. Damn. Y'all hate Jay Hadwin? Should I? Let me see. Let me put a woman up here. Hopefully, y'all. Let me put a woman up here, and maybe I'll get $1 or two. Let me see. Let me see, y'all. Let me see. Hold on. Let me go into my archives. Let me go into my archives. Let me go into my archive. Ooh. How about that? Can I get $1? Can I get something? Come on, y'all. Break bread. I got a mortgage. Man, y'all, man, jeez. You know what I'm saying? Commercial break. Okay. This is one of our sponsors, To The Bone, saucegang.com. You know what I'm saying? Get your saucegang.com barbecue sauce. This guy is a veteran right here. He was in the Navy. Dewan, it's my boy. Buy his product. You don't have to give me donations. Buy his product, man. You know what I'm saying? Taste some good barbecue sauce. I've tasted it. It's delicious. You would be surprised. Saucegang.com. Come on, y'all. Give some loot. Are y'all little kids in here, man? If you are, get off my live, man. It's 18 and over. You know what I'm saying? Break some bread. All right, I'm gonna put it just on the website, my brother's spot. Sorry, out of female sport. Really, all right. Hey, come on, man. Hook a brother up with something. Give me some type of currency. Give me some gifts. Go Bears. Nah, man. Raiders. Raiders, man. As a matter of fact, the Raiders had such a bad season. Y'all feel sorry for me. Everybody in here give a brother $1. Cool on the sauce. Cool on the sauce. Thank you. Thank you, Will. Thank you. That's one of my brother spot clients. He pays $10 a month. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. That's better than giving $1 or a super chat. Thank you, Willie. Thank you, Willie Gil Christ. Appreciate you. So sorry. It's all about making money for you. No, it's not. But we need currency because currency is a tool. And I spend a lot of my energy talking today. Why wouldn't I want money? But it's not all about money. Check this out, Philip. If you don't have money, can you protect yourself? What if something happened and you needed a lawyer? Could you protect yourself? We in a capitalistic society. It's all about money. It's all about money. Now, if we were in a system where it was bartering, I wouldn't even be talking about this. What are you talking about? Am I supposed to be shameful because I'm asking for money? I ain't ashamed. Now I'm going to really ask for money. Everybody, please donate, super chat, please help a brother out, help this YouTube channel out so I could do more, get more equipment. See, by me saying that, I'm lying, just like a lot of people. Oh, this goes towards the equipment, this, that. No, it don't. It goes towards, their everyday spending. You ain't mad when you have to pay utilities. You pay a monthly on Netflix. Why can't you give $1? Because you don't like what I'm saying. That's why. I need to make my change, Woody says, so sorry. It's all about making money for you. Yeah, that's how we gonna survive. Now, I don't love money, but I understand what it does. It provides me options. No, you couldn't. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's follow the money and that's where we're stuck trying to make it just to survive this life. Yeah. And that's why I want to get out of here. I don't hate America. Man, America's fucking beautiful. Have you ever took a road trip? How the terrain changes? Like, it's no other country I've seen like that. You know, I haven't been all through Africa like I show speed, but yo, America's beautiful, you know? But it's getting to a point where you have to be money driven in order to protect yourself. Where should we be, Philip? So, you know, that's why I'm asking for some money. Donate to my brother's spot. $1, $2, $500. Come on, y'all. Give me some love. I swear, all the men in here, if I was a fine woman, you guys would give some money. It'll be a certain percentage. It because I be on those lives. I be seeing it. I be seeing it. I be seeing y'all. Y'all be like, come on, man. I said some profound things today, man. And I gave you my experience as a petty officer. And when I came in, I was a seaman in the Navy and my perspectives. You guys don't value that? That's fucked up. Actually, I do like what you're saying. Well, Philip, give a brother some love. Give a gift, anything. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to do, I'm gonna tell y'all because I'm an open book. Once every 4 months, I get paid on YouTube. Once every 4 months. And it was because I wasn't doing lives. I'm watching people do lives and they get a lot of super chats and they get a lot of gifts. And you know who it is 9 out of 10 times? The females get it. And they don't be talking about nada. But boy, they be fine. Why y'all give away your money to someone like that? I didn't give her no money because she wasn't talking about nothing. It was no substance. Why can't you pay certain men on here giving great? Now, it is men on here right now talking about Jesus Christ and Allah. Yeah, but this is real life that I'm spitting. And it makes people feel uncomfortable because you have to work at it. You got to get better. You don't want to pay. You don't want to pay for that going in your subconscious. I did the same, let me see, thing when I was 17. Oh, you was in the Coast Guard. Okay, Philip. How was that? Wow, how was that? Yeah, the Coast Guard, I never met anyone that was in the Coast Guard. Man, can you expunge on that? Like, you guys deal with the druggies, like the drug dealers more, right? With the boats and all right, peace, brother. Oh, preach, brother. Hey, your son, how you doing? Hook a brother up, man. Hook a brother up. I know I sound like a pastor, but you know, I want to get to $100 faster. My goal for my channel is to at least get $100 a month. And that $100 a month is going into Ethereum. The other month will go into a stock or two. I got a few coins that I'm putting money into, and I'm just not going to look at it for like 10 years and just see where it goes. That's real talk. I'm telling y'all my game plan. You know what I'm saying? Give me some love on that. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm getting old. I don't understand this technology stuff. Oh, I feel you. I have no clue on how to give you money. I was just strolling. I don't, you know, it's crazy. I don't know neither. I don't know, bro. I don't know. So, hey, I appreciate you, Philip. Wow. Thanks for your service. Christine, thank you. Family, anyone that knows how to give a super chat, anyone that knows how to give a gift is somewhere down here or something like that. Please give a brother some love. You could watch this whole live and you could just see all the gems that I've been dropping. Now, it's not on Gary V's level. Gary V ain't no joke. Gary V, Gary V knows how to talk. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Umar know how to talk too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of people that know how to speak way better. Anton Daniels speak better than me. Corey Holcomb speaks better than me. But one thing that I have, I don't give up. I'm like I show speed. Like if you know I show speed, like Story, that young brother never gave up. His mom would try to kick him off lives. He's young. He is still try to stay on. And that's why he's made it. He made it because of his work ethic. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you thanking me for my service. All right. That's what, oh, that's the way to look at it. Got to have long-term outcome. Yeah. Yeah, it's long-term. And I don't want to put my own money into crypto. You know what I'm saying? And I only said Ethereum, but I got other coins that, I want to put more money into it because it's going to be the banking system. And I just want to be able to protect myself if I can move somewhere else. And I have that. And then especially the stocks that I have, I could live on dividends in another country and just get old better because the food will be better. It will be a calmer situation. Won't be kids gangbanging saying, "Hey, OG, what up, blood?" Or out here, I don't know, in Atlanta, hey, bro, they cooler out here, but I just, oh, thank you, Christine. I just want to experience life before I die and see some amazing shit. And I feel if I'm in America, it's so many people that are upset, and I'm talking about really upset, that I'm not going to get a good experience getting old. That's just the way it is. I want to have options. I would love to live in Belize. They speak English there, and that's the only American place I would like to go. It's not as violent there. Anywhere it's not violent, I want to be. Violence is, to me, low intelligence. Low intelligence. One more round, family. Please give a brother a super chat. You know what? I'm going to screenshot super chat and I'm going to point to it. Wait, do I have it? Hold on, y'all. I need a super chat. It really helps me reach $100 way faster than just getting views. Oh, here we go. Gifts. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. See that? I'm keeping it 100 with you. Look at that. Short feeds, ads, watch page. Look at this right down here. Gifts. Supers. Come on, y'all. Give a brother some love. I don't have nothing to hide because I'm not a liar. I don't want to come out here and lie. I ain't got time for it. I don't have time for it. We create talented people passive income. We can create our talented people's passive income by creating music artists their own subscription platforms. Hold on. This is what my brother Spock could do, y'all. This is what we could create. We could help a lot of Black people. You could donate on the website. See, Dr. Umar messed up a lot of stuff for Black Americans and pastors, because self-funding makes you stronger. Because if you have corporate funding, why do you think Elon Musk has so many issues in bringing stuff out? Because the people that's paying him so he won't have to use any of his money could tell him what to do. No, we don't want that, Elon. This, that. So if Elon's a genius, it's bumping him from his genius. See, he could be paid, but then the corporate, he or she who pays you controls you. We want to be controlled by the people. If we're building stuff and a lot of people in the future start donating and self-funding my brother's spot, and we start doing, bad stuff, don't give us no more money. You guys dictate. He or she who pays you controls you. African Americans, Aboriginal American Indians, this, that. I hope you guys start understanding things about money, because a lot of you guys say you hate money. I don't love money, but I understand what this tool is. And what I want you to know is, if you could put 500,000, that's 1% of African Americans, Aboriginal American, whatever you want to be called, and everyone gives $10, that's $5 million. Every month, you could start a Black-owned business. This is how easy it is. This is what could happen. I appreciate you subscribing. Thank you. This is how we could change and have more control in our neighborhoods. A lot of our people are like, they gentrify us and all that. It's because you don't like money. You don't understand the capitalistic way. We don't have tanks. We don't have warheads. You're not going to change a goddamn thing. But you could be like other people that come here and learn how to dance with the system. And that don't mean you're a sellout. If you ain't got no money and you up here bow and arrow and all that, feather this, feather down, that ain't gonna do diddly squat. You better have some money behind you. That's the only way these people that change policies, all that, gonna listen to you. I've been on this earth for a while. I done seen it over and over again, because I paid attention, kept my emotion down, kept my mouth shut, and seen what works. Because that's what it comes down to. What works? It's not what sounds good. You are correct. I used to try to teach my people the importance of group economics. Yeah. Crypto, and how fast things can change. Yeah, it could change. A lot of our people don't understand that, man. It could change, man. Money is a tool. Get up on it. We make other people wealthy. It's Black people out here that don't like money, but they'll buy a Versace bag for their girl, or anything so-called name brand. They'll buy it. You know what I'm saying? And make them feel good. And who they're paying is like the people that don't even like you. Woo, what a mentality. That's a jacked up mentality. This is why we make other people wealthy. That's why they plant themselves in our neighborhoods. The hair and weave, the Koreans, they have a system called Kaya. And what I just explained to you, I didn't come up with that. I ain't no genius. That's their fucking system. Every month, they get someone somewhere else in America where Black people are and be like, I got weed for you, lace wigs, I got this. And we don't even, this girl got a lace. No, that's not a lace front, but that's a wig. That she actually got another ethnicity paid. She's gorgeous. I love this woman. She's gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? If I had a daughter like her, I'd just be like, oh, look at my daughter. Love her so much. So cute. But we're going to have to learn how to see who are our scammers. We got to get better at that as a group. And we have to have some system where they're on a bulletin board. We've been talking about it on my brother's spot, to where people could come on the website and see what scammers are. We're not going to put it out in the public and make ourselves look even worse, because every race has scammers, and just as much as Black people. They just don't publicize it like Black people. Like Black women, think that, and other races around the world think black men cheat the most on women. Man, it's all men. I was on a Navy ship, man. It was married white men. So yeah, I see him with a Taiwanese girl like that. I was like, hey, Bob, hey, Richard. You know what I'm saying? I won't say none of their wives. I wasn't married in the Navy. You know what I'm saying? Filipino dudes on our ship getting it in. All men, bro. But their women don't say nothing. They keep it inside. Latino men be cheating on their women like a mug. Like, you talk about hot blooded men, they be getting it in. But they women don't. I ain't gotta be cheating and all that. Why you think so many Latino women go and start dealing with black men or white men? Because they've been hurt by a Latino man. He can't keep his dingaling in his pants. It's hard. Is monogamy realistic? Testosterone says no. But in this capitalistic society, it's financially better to be monogamous. When you divorce somebody, man, that's a lot of money for the courts. Child support is a lot of money for the courts. Mayhem brings money. I just wish we could cooperate enough to simply choose a day, not buy something, anything for a week. That's how we gotta be. God, you smart, Christine. Just so we can see our power. Not only see our power, let them know that's up top, like, yo, we aware of what you're doing. We're aware of what you're doing. That is a good idea. Yeah, crypto. But we gotta be together. You gotta be together. You don't think Trump will notice because some of those businesses he owns, it's in hell of a, like, not LLCs, like incorporate or somewhere. I'm learning that stuff, but Donald Trump probably have an LLC and then it's incorporate somewhere, so you can't even find out who owns it. Yeah, he's getting set up to do what they want. This is the game. You know, he could wear a red hat, all that. That's the visual thing. But the white boys and the black dudes like Anton, they not looking what he's doing. You know, and the Democrats, when a Barack Obama or a Biden was in, they're not really looking at the side deals they're making. Presidents make side deals. Why do you think they be millionaires when they be broke at first? Obama was broke. He's a big time millionaire now. That's not just because of his book. I don't even think a lot of people bought his book or Michelle. It was enough to make a million, but a million's not a lot of money nowadays. So where are they really making their millions? All these presidents make side deals. Because if they don't do what these corporations say, they're going to get JFK'd. That's why I don't hate them. You know what I'm saying? That's why if you remember the inauguration where Barack, how he looked when he came out, it's probably like, yo, you don't do what we say, we're going to kill you. He just knows how to articulate himself, so he didn't get as much, like harsh comments like Trump, because Trump is gangster with it. Trump making deals with the corporations, Barack's laid back. He ain't making deals. He like, hey, can we barter? Well, I don't know. Is that going to make me look all right? Can I just, all right, I'll do that. And I need a week off and go to a couple NBA games. All right. But that's the way we can buy back our communities. Yes, Crypto Jojo, because if we stop supporting all these little stores, exactly, and they need to be online. And that's where my brother Spot could create that. We have web developers and a tech team, 100% black owned. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make our people be aware, like storefront stores, man, let the corporations have that. It's too expensive. Online businesses, all you're doing is paying a server and the monthly of how many pages you have so the webmaster could keep it up and keep you visual to where you're being seen in front of thousands of people every month. And then it's a 1% rule to where, let's say if we get you in like 5 years, not 5 years, excuse me, 3 years, you get in like 20,000 people. And that's what my brother Spot could do with the organic SEO. 1% of 20,000, how many people a month are regularly buying your products or your services? It's all mathematics. Go on the lowest common denominator. 1% of 20,000, I believe it's 2,000 people. So 2,000 people are buying your product a month, and the lowest product or the lowest service is $30. So times $30 times 20. My brother Spot has black people websites that's doing that, and they're faceless, and people don't know they're buying from black people. That's what we're trying to fucking say. Or it could be 500,000 of us, 1%, and everyone put $10 in every month. That's $120 a year, and build up our communities. It's not hard. And if my brother Spot doesn't create it and it's someone else, you don't think I'm putting my money in that? All I want us is to win. This is our country anyway. We're Aboriginal American Indians. At least before I die, I want to see us win, man, not bicker. I don't hate Africans. I don't hate Jamaicans. It was a young lady told on a Jamaican called ICE, an Aboriginal American Indian woman or a African American, whatever she wants to. And she called ICE on them, and they detained that family. ICE took them, and now they're probably back in Jamaica. I don't know where they are. That's hate. Go to another restaurant. The food was nasty. You're acting like a Karen. Come on, man. Now we're going to have beef with them. You have one more person mad in Jamaica that look like me and you. We just be making enemies. And then we think white people going to be our friends. Most white people are not going to be like Richard and all these other white people on here that are friendly. They're not going to be like that. You know why? Because they're afraid. They were promised this country, and it's not coming true for them. They're afraid. Their genetics are different from ours. They believe in owning land. Native people don't believe it. Like, fuck, if you ain't gonna bother me, I don't care if you're here. That's how melanated people are. But pale people are a little different. I don't know, it's the chemistry. They say more melanin you have, and melanin is the chemical of intelligence. Everything that we create, it doesn't pollute Mother Earth. But everything they do, a lot of stuff, not everything, it pollutes the earth. So is it really technology or convenience? You know what I'm saying? And they control people by fear. Imagine if white people never had guns, warheads, cannons, and you just had swords and bow and arrows. It wouldn't be the world like it is today. Have you ever done a DNA test? No, I ain't doing no DNA test. My grandma knew what she was. She's Choctaw. And I have my background, genealogy. We have never been in Africa. I've done my genealogy, man. That doesn't lie. That's written. And one thing that white people do well, they know how to keep data. They're, amazing with it, especially the Mormons. You ever want to know your ancestry, look it up by churches, all that, and pay some money and get it through the Mormons. We never even been in Africa. In my mom's side, we have a Jewish man that mixed, and that's why I'm lighter. That's how strong their genetics is. That's why I'm lighter. All my dad's family side don't have no mixture. They Choctaws. They don't have no mixture. and they're dark, all of them. My great grandma was born here. Yeah, it's like this whole thing is a lie. Like the Atlantic Ocean is the roughest ocean on this planet. You only have 2.5 months of pristine weather. It's not only submarines go, Choctaw and Creek for sure. Only submarines go in the Atlantic Ocean anywhere they want. You know what I'm saying? But you don't even see ships go right across the Africa. Can't, man, and they got engines. So what do you think those little boats they had? They didn't have ships back in the days. They had boats. And white people love saving up things. They show you the plan. This is where, we're growing sugar canes. And you guys are in the fields and cotton plantations, all that, all over the place, all the way down to South America. Why didn't they save up the slave ships? Oh, well, we just wanted to burn them because they lying. They know who we are. I need Black people, Aboriginal American Indians, to stop hating on Africans. I need Africans to stop hating on Black people in America, you bougie motherfuckers that come over here. I've been to Ghana. Y'all got some bougie motherfuckers that look down upon the Africans that live there. The wealthy in Nigeria, Ghana, all that, they only build roads for the wealthy people, the Black people. All the other people, they don't even have roads. It's dirt roads. You know what I'm saying? So the wealthy Africans, they come here to America, most of them, they don't look wealthy. They kind of like white people. They blend in. You be thinking they broke, but they bougie as hell. You're not meeting the real African people. You're not meeting the real African people, and you just ignorant because, and I have to say it, it pisses me off because you haven't traveled. Why are you talking shit and hating Africans and other people and like, this is our country? You sound like white people in rural areas. You act like white people, Aboriginal American Indians. And those are my people. It disgusts me. They make us look bad. You're getting more enemies that look like you. You're causing the division. Americans that came here from Europe, they're Germans, they're French, some are Norwegian, some are Polish. I could go on and on. You know what they call themselves here? White! Dumb motherfuckers. White. They forget all their differences. Oh, I'm a Moor. I know this and that. Why are you so insecure? Why you gotta always know something? Just unify, Black people. Stop. I know this. I know. I could cure, AIDS and cancer. Unify. Who cares? Stop being superheroes out here and wearing cat ears and shit. Get out the goddamn, universe and, oh, I'm a goddess or I'm a king. And if we were so strong, we would have never got taken over. God damn. Yeah, for sure. Miss Zeke. Why don't Black people share? Why don't we share? We do this, but then we won't even give no money. We'll give our money to a pastor. We'll give our money to a well-spoken person like Dr. Umar, which he owes me $380. That school still isn't built. You know what I'm saying? But we don't give money to things that are kind of unsexy, but it can actually build a foundation in our communities like Google does for white people, Earthlink, Bing, Tesla. That's unsexy. It's not even fun to even, to look at and to even think about. Well, My battery's about to run out. I thought I could at least get $1, but thank you. All right, family. I'm Jay Hadwin, brand ambassador on My Brother Spot. It was nice speaking to y'all. Peace.